Good morning. Welcome back to the Mayor's Table. I'm Mayor Tommy Roberts. My guest this morning is Eleana Butler. Eleana, good to have you here this morning.
Thank you. It's nice to be here.
Eleana is the Executive Director of Sexual Assault Services of Northwest New Mexico. And your organization, Eleana, is the beneficiary of the Mayor's Ball.
That's right.
Again, for the third time.
Yes.
The Mayor's Ball will be held on Saturday, March 4th of this year. So it's not very far away.
It's coming up really fast.
Wanted to bring you in and give you an opportunity to talk a little bit about the ball and the preparations for the ball, but also to talk a bit about the organization and the services that you provide. And why don't we start there? Give you a chance to just talk a little bit about the organization and those services.
Okay, sounds good. Well, I don't know if everyone's heard of our agency. We are 14 years old this year, and we started in 2004. We're basically the Rape Crisis Center for Northwest New Mexico, and we serve all of San Juan County, Rio Arriba County in the Dulce area toward us, and all of McKinley County. So we really cover a wide coverage space of Northwest New Mexico, and the services we provide range from acute crisis services all the way to prevention. So most commonly people know us for the SANE program. It stands for Sexual Assault Nurse Examiners, and that's the medical forensic exam that are done for individuals who've experienced a sexual assault or sexual abuse within a very short time frame after that has occurred. And we provide a rape crisis advocate along with our nurse that is with the survivor at the time of the exam, which is really crucial to have as much support as possible during that really tragic and hard time in somebody's life. From there, we provide counseling services, and people don't have to have received a SANE exam to receive our other services. They can come in anytime for whatever it is that their needs are, but we provide counseling, therapy, advocacy services, help with police reports, working with the DA's office, or whatever that judicial system looks like, because it can be really complicated. And then on the prevention side, we do a lot of work in the community, particularly in schools, with safe dates programming for teenagers, but we also do a lot of other types of prevention work in the area.
Well, you provide a very much needed service in the Four Corners area, and over the last 5 or 6 years, I've had an opportunity to attend some of the functions that you hold, the Candlelight Vigil, an annual event held in the downtown area.
Yes,
and
Take Back the Night.
Take Back the Night. I've heard some very compelling stories of the victims of domestic abuse, sexual abuse, and even more compelling are the stories told by survivors of victims, and very, very heart-rending stories about coping with huge loss. And so I very much appreciate all that you do and that your staff does in our community. It's, again, a very much needed service, and it's one that you do a very good job at providing. Takes a lot of money to provide those services, though, doesn't it?
It's true.
And so that's why we're here. We're giving you the opportunity to talk a little bit about the Mayor's Ball and what the Mayor's Ball can do for your organization in terms of funding some of its programs and projects. This is the third year that you will have organized and received the benefits of the Mayor's Ball.
Right.
And it'll be the last year as the beneficiaries are selected for 3 years at a time.
Right.
And then the mayors in San Juan County choose a new beneficiary to receive those benefits for a 3-year period. But talk a little bit about how receiving the benefits of the Mayor's Ball has helped your organization.
Okay, well, it's sort of been multi-layered in terms of the benefit. One that we noticed the first year, so 3 years ago, was that even though at that point we'd been here 12 years or so, not a lot of people still knew about us unless they knew somebody who needed to access our services. So just by having that kind of exposure to such a large group of people, we have heard so much good feedback about, wow, we had no idea you existed. We had no idea the amount of need that there is here in San Juan County and this whole part of the state. That in and of itself has been kind of a game changer, because now more and more people know who we are and what we do and how crucial it is. I can't tell you how many times when I tell somebody how many people we serve for SANE exams in a year, they go, really? That many? And it's a shock for them. So that in and of itself has been a good thing. On the monetary side, as a nonprofit, we rarely get an opportunity to make the kind of money the Mayor's Ball has the opportunity to make for an agency. So it's been wonderful in that we've been able to expand programming, expand our agency so we can support our staff and the people that we serve better. And on the flip side, now we are in our third year, and now we have to figure out how to continue that funding stream in a different way. Right. But it's really helped us administratively and my board take a look at how we're growing and really grow strategically with the unrestricted money that it's offered us. It's been really incredible.
So each year you develop a theme
Yes.
for the Mayor's Ball, and they're fun themes and provide a lot of entertainment opportunity for those who attend.
Yeah.
And it turns out to be a very fun evening, and it's been well attended. This will be the 6th year that the Mayor's Ball has been held, and I think attendance is improved year by year to most degree. But what's your theme for this Mayor's Ball?
Well,
so you brought some props.
you a prop.
Yeah.
You can show everybody the theme this year.
I'll put it on as a matter of fact.
There you go. It's the theme this year is Masquerade Ball. So it's a night to remember Masquerade Ball. So we're hoping that people will get creative and either find really fun masks to either hold or wear or make their own. That would be really cool too. So we thought we would try to go out with a bang and have something a little bit different and get, people, it's a black tie event anyways, and get really dressed up, but then to add to that and get to accessorize a little bit more with a mask, I think is going to be really fun.
You have different levels of sponsorship, and then there are opportunities to purchase individual tickets as well. Talk about the tiers of sponsorship.
Okay, so the sponsorship tiers range from premier sponsor at $20,000, and that's usually bigger companies. And this year our premier sponsor is P&M, which is really exciting. And then there's a $10,000 level, which is the presenting sponsor. And it goes down from there in kind of increments to $1,000 table sponsorships. So there's the opportunity to purchase a table at $1,000, and they're 10 tops, so it's basically $100 a person. Or people can buy individual tickets at $100 a person.
My recollection is that toward the end of the time before the Mayor's Ball, tickets are generally sold out. So we want to tell people you need to be finding these tickets as soon as possible.
Right.
We only have a couple of weeks left now until the Mayor's Ball.
Just a couple weeks, and so I would say at this point I might have a couple tables available if people are interested. For sure we have individual tickets, so absolutely call us as soon as possible and let me know if you would like in. Our number at the office is 325-2805.
And food's a very important part of this evening. So what are you doing about food this year? So
our caterer this year is Cafe Venture Catering, and we're excited about that. They're a new caterer to the ball. And so I don't know if I can go through all of this, but it starts with appetizers during the cocktail hour, and they go around and have various appetizers for people to try. And then the meal itself is a seated meal at the tables in the ballroom, and it starts with a salad, there's bread, and they're gonna run through there's the salad, and then the entree. So it's the ribeye steak and tilapia, or there's a vegetarian option as well. And then they have really great sides.
Yeah, the food has always been very good, so I want to compliment you on those selections. Yes. What about a featured guest or speaker? Do you have anything lined up that way this year? We do, but it's a little bit of a surprise. Good. So we always like to leave a little bit up for guessing. It's really, as I mentioned before, it's been a really incredible opportunity for us to educate people at the ball about who we are and what we do, and the impact that our services have for survivors, and the impact that sexual violence itself has on survivors in the community. So that's kind of the focus this year, is talking about locally in the community. I invite people to come and learn a little bit more, and then come have a really good time and support the work that we do. We do want to encourage people to attend the Mayor's Ball. If you've attended, you will know that it's a worthwhile experience and you're benefiting a very worthwhile organization. If you haven't attended one, I think you would find that you would enjoy it very much. The food, dancing, there is dancing, isn't there? Absolutely. There's dancing, there's opportunity to win a grand prize. So there's ways to purchase entries and to win various prizes at different levels, but the entries into the grand prize are $100, and it's a trip of your choice. So you get credit basically at a travel agency in town and get to
kind of do whatever you want with that.
Well,
Yeah.
more than anything else, we just want to promote the organization and the great work that the organization does.
Nice.
And that leads in, I think, to letting people who are viewing this segment of the Mayor's Table know who the beneficiary will be beginning next year. And do you want to make that statement? Or
Are we going to announce it now or wait till the ball?
Well, I guess we better wait till the ball.
I think we better wait. Yeah, another surprise.
Another surprise. So we'll wait. That decision has been made by the mayors of San Juan County, and we had a number of applications, and I would say that all of these applicants are very much deserving. It's unfortunate that we can only recognize one organization at a time, but hopefully over the years we'll benefit a number of organizations in San Juan County that provide very much needed services. So Eleana, that I think will conclude our segment, but do you want to offer any other statement before we close it out?
Well, I'd just really like to encourage people to call and try to come to the ball if you can. And if you can't, our doors are always open also. We are happy to have people come down to the agency, see who we are, learn more about what we do. There's a lot of other volunteer opportunities with us. So if it's something that strikes a chord for you or someone you know, it's really a good place to come work or volunteer. And I just wanted to tell you and the other mayors that we've just been really honored to be the beneficiary of the ball. And though it's a lot of work, we will absolutely miss the engagement that we've had with it.
Well, it's been a mutual pleasure. I think that's what we found from the mayor's perspective, is that we've actually expanded our outreach in a way that's helpful to the community, and we can be a player in that regard. Yeah. Mayors Duncan, Burbridge, Eckstein, and I look forward to this event each year, and there'll be a time when all of us won't be involved. That may be different for each individual mayor, but looking back on it, I'm sure that each of us will say that one of the better things that we did was to organize the Mayor's Ball and to see that it benefits deserving organizations throughout our community on an annual basis. So thanks for being here.
We'll
look forward to seeing everybody on Saturday, March 4th at the Civic Center.
Yes.
That's it.
Okay.
All right, I want to thank all of you for being with us here this morning on the Mayor's Table, and we'll look forward to seeing you again next week.